The Willow pattern plot. Beth and Chip were at a car boat sale. They saw Nadine. "Nadine, over here!" called Beth. Nadine ran to see them. He had bought something at the sale. It was a blue and white plate. He showed it to Beth and Chip. "It's a present for my mom," said Nadine. "It's a Willow pattern plate. My mom collects them." "Why is it called a Willow pattern plate?" asked Chip. "I don't know," said Nadine, "but I think the pattern tells a story." "I wonder what the story is," said Beth. Mom and Dad looked at Nadine's plate. "It's a present for my mom," said Nadine. Beth asked if Nadine could come and play, so Nadine went to play with Beth and Chip. They went up to Beth's bedroom. "What shall we play?" asked Nadine. "I don't know," said Beth. Suddenly, the key began to glow. The magic took the children into a new adventure. "What's happening?" called Nadine. "Help!" said Beth. "Everything is going blue." "What's a strange place?" said Chip. "What strange trees?" "Everything looks blue and white," said Nadine. "We're in the land of the Willow pattern." They were in a big garden. It had a high wall all around it, and blue trees grew everywhere. "I can see water," said Beth. "Is the garden next to the sea?" "No, it's next to a lake," said Nadine. "There's a bridge," said Beth. "It's like the one on the plate." "I can see a little house down by the water," said Chip. Down by the lake, they saw a girl. She was all alone. "She looks unhappy," said Beth. "Why is she all alone, and why is she crying?" The girl was called Kimmy. She lived in the little house by the lake. She had a cruel father. He would not let her go out of the garden. Kim loved a boy called Chan. She wanted to marry him, but Chan was too poor. Kim's father wanted her to marry a rich man, but Kim loved Chan. Kimmy heard Chan calling. "Kimmy," he called. "Are you alone?" "Chan," said Kim. "How did you get here?" "I swam across the lake," said Chan. "Nobody saw me." "Oh," said Kim. "You are cold and wet." "It does not matter," said Chan. But Kimmy was afraid. "You must go away," she said. "My father must not see you here." "This garden is like a prison," said Chan. "Your father never let you go out." "But what can we do?" asked Kim. "We must run away," said Chan. "Then I can marry you." "But how can I leave the garden?" asked Kim. "There are guards everywhere." "Don't worry," said Chan. "I will think of something." Kim heard the sound of a twig snapping. "Someone is watching us," she gasped. Chan jumped to his feet. He heaped up a stink. "Who is there?" he called. Then they saw Beth, Chip, and Nadine. "Don't be afraid," said Beth. "We are friends. We have never seen children like you before," gasped Tom. "How did you get into this garden?" "We didn't mean to listen," said Chip, "but we heard what you were saying." "We know you want to run away," said Beth. "But how can we?" asked Kim. "There are guards all around the garden." Nadine had a good idea. He told them what it was. "This is a brilliant idea," said Chip. "I'm sure it will work," said Beth. "But what if we are caught?" asked Tom. "Do you have a better idea?" asked Beth. "No," said Tom. "It is our only chance." "First, you must hide," said Nadine. "Then be ready to run over the bridge," said Chip. "Now we must get ready," said Nadine. Kim had a long sash round her waist. "Give me your sash, Kim," said Beth. Kim gave Beth her sash. Beth tied Kim's sash to the bridge. There were lemon trees in the garden. Nadine and Chip climbed into one. They picked as many lemons as they could. Then they waited. Kim and Chang hid by the bridge. Beth held onto the end of the sash. "I hope Nadine's idea works," she thought. Nadine called from the tree. "Willow pattern plots begin," he said. Chip and Nadine began to shout at the guards. "Come and get us," they yelled. "We're over here." The guards ran into the garden. They ran towards Kimishi's little house. Now that the guards were in the garden, Kimishi and Chang could escape. Someone else ran into the garden. "My father is coming," gasped Kimishi. Kim and Chang began to run, but the guards saw them. "Stop them!" shouted Kimishi's father. Nadine and Chip threw the lemons at the guards. Chang and Kimishi ran over the bridge. The guards chased after them. Beth got ready. "I hope Kim's sash is strong," she said. The guards ran onto the bridge. Beth pulled the sash tight. The guards tripped over it. They fell over with a crash. "You fools!" shouted Kimishi's father. Chip and Nadine climbed down from the lemon tree. They ran across to find Beth. Kimishi's father saw them. "Catch those children!" he yelled. "Well done, Beth," said Chip. "Kim and Chang have got away. I hope we get away too," said Beth. The magic key was glowing. "Hooray! It's time to go," she said. "What an adventure," said Chip. Nadine picked up his plate and looked at it. "I wonder what happened in the real Willow pattern story," he said.